Understanding and nurturing EQ, the secret to a fulfilling life. Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about something very interesting and important in life, which is emotional intelligence, or EQ. Have you ever wondered, besides being smart in terms of IQ, what helps us build good relationships, succeed in school, work, and live happier lives? The answer is EQ. Let's explore together what EQ is, why it's important, and how to nurture it from the early years of a child's life. Before we dive into each part, I want to give you a quick overview of what we'll be learning today. First, EQ is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions as well as those of others. Next, we'll see how high EQ brings wonderful benefits to relationships, learning, and mental health. Finally, we'll discover how EQ begins to develop from infancy and the special role parents play in this process. Let's get started. What is emotional intelligence, EQ? Imagine a day when you feel restless and uneasy inside but don't know why. That's when EQ comes in as your friend to help you recognize and handle that feeling. So, what exactly is emotional intelligence? It's the ability to recognize, understand, manage our emotions and those of others, making life easier and more meaningful. EQ includes 4 fascinating aspects that I want to share with you right now. First, it's the ability to recognize and name emotions. When you're sad, you might say to yourself, "I'm really sad, but why? Is it because I'm disappointed or missing someone?" Naming emotions helps us understand ourselves better and also recognize how others are feeling. Next, EQ helps us understand why we feel a certain way. For example, you might be annoyed because your child spilled milk on the floor. If you realize that you're not just upset about the milk but also because you're tired from a long day, you'll find it easier to calm down. Understanding the reason behind the emotion is key to not being overwhelmed by it. Then comes managing emotions. This is when you decide, "I won't yell at my child right away, I'll take a few deep breaths first." People with good EQ know how to stay calm, handle things positively, instead of letting negative emotions take control and cause trouble. Finally, EQ involves empathy. When your child cries because they were teased by friends, you don't just comfort them but truly understand their feelings, putting yourself in their shoes to share their experience. Empathy helps us connect with others, strengthening relationships. What benefits does high EQ bring to life? Now, let's find out how high EQ can benefit our lives. Scientists have studied and confirmed that EQ isn't just about emotions. It greatly influences how we live and grow. I'll tell you about 3 amazing benefits that EQ brings. 1. EQ helps build positive relationships. Have you noticed that people who are approachable, good listeners, and empathetic often have many friends and are well liked? It's the same with children. A child with high EQ will easily get along with others, have fewer conflicts, and be seen as likable. On the other hand, those with low EQ, whether children or adults, tend to have more conflicts and struggle to connect with others. 2. EQ plays a crucial role in academic and career success. You might think IQ is the main factor for doing well in school, but EQ is equally important. A student with high EQ knows how to work in teams, stay motivated, and not give up when facing challenges. As they grow up, these individuals are often decisive, learn from failures, without becoming aggressive or arrogant. 3. EQ contributes to better mental health. People with high EQ tend to feel happier and more confident. Without being conceited, they know how to deal with negative emotions, like sadness or anxiety, in a healthy way, rather than avoiding them or turning to unhealthy coping mechanisms. As a result, they are less likely to experience issues like prolonged stress or depression. Developing EQ from infancy. Parents as the first teachers. Did you know that EQ isn't something we're born with? it starts developing from when we're tiny babies. Right from infancy? This is a crucial part, especially for parents, because you are the ones laying the foundation for your child's EQ. Let's explore how this happens. Science tells us that in the first 5 years of life, every experience a child has affects how their brain develops the ability to manage emotions later on. When they're born, children don't know how to control their emotions yet. You've probably seen your child throw tantrums, bite, or even hit when they're angry. That's how they express strong emotions because they don't know what else to do. At this stage, parents are the most important guides. When your child cries, if you hold them and gently soothe them, they'll feel safe and learn to calm down. But if you get angry or ignore them, they might feel insecure and not learn how to handle their emotions later. Every response you give is a lesson for your child. Additionally, children learn by observing and imitating their parents. If you calmly solve problems or show care for others, your child will gradually follow suit. For example, when you say to your child, "I know you're sad because you lost your toy, but it's okay, we'll figure it out," you're teaching them to recognize their emotions and guiding them on how to overcome them. So, what can parents do to help their children develop EQ? Always respond to your child's emotions gently. Teach them to name their feelings. Like, "Are you angry?" and guide them on how to calm down, such as taking deep breaths. Most importantly, set an example by managing your own emotions well. Conclusion. And there you have it. We've explored emotional intelligence, EQ, together. From what it is, the benefits it brings, to how to nurture it from a young age. EQ is not just a skill, it's the key to living a happier and more successful life. Whether for yourself or your children, start paying attention to emotions, understanding them, and managing them positively. Wishing you and your little ones joy and health on the journey of developing EQ.